Now I'm starting a new review. This book is called Data Warehouse Toolkit, written by Ralph Kimball, Maggie Ross, and a chapter I'm reviewing is Electronic Commerce. So, Electronic Commerce. This chapter contains clickstream data source data, clickstream dimensional models, clickstream fact models, integrating clickstream into web retailers' boss metrics, profitability across channels in web. Now let's dig deeper into all of these sections. Yeah. But first, let's talk what is electronic commerce. Let's talk a little more and highlight why do we even care about what's the motivation behind this chapter. In everyday world, in electronic commerce is plays really important part. And when user visits a website, all the gestures of the web visitor is recorded by a web server, meaning clickstream this data, this gesture data which is recorded by web server is called clickstream data, meaning clickstream data is all the events that happens in a page that is performed by the user. To record a clickstream data, we need few dimension tables which are not found in other domains such as page, session, referrer, etc. Now let's dig a little bit deeper into clickstream source data. What is clickstream source data? It is a collection of data sources that is always evolving. Clickstream data can be collected into different log formats, and these log formats are all useful, and they usually have optional data components which are really helpful for identifying visitors, sessions, and their behavior. They're really useful for that. This clickstream data is collected by the web server, but not only one web server. User may think that it is collected by the only web server that it is visiting, but in fact, since the distributed nature of the website, it is collected by different physical web servers. Not only that, clickstream is collected by different parties, like for example, ISP, referral party, search engines, etc. It is collected by different web parties. In its most native format, collection data is in stateless. That is, looking at data, we are not sure that what is going on in the data. It is called stateless data. That is, one entry cannot be correlated to other entry, or there is no connection between entries. One more thing about collection data is anonymity of session. The HTTP by fact doesn't allow any session, so we do not know when user entered a website and exited a website for a user. So that was a brief highlight about collection data source data. Now let's dig deep into challenges. There are lots of ambiguity. One of the main problem with collection data is it has lots of ambiguities. For example, it is difficult to identify visitor origin, identify a session, and identify the visitor itself. Identifying the visitor origin. We are lucky that if the user is always coming to the website via its home page, that means user have marked the web page as his home page and it is coming directly through that. Secondly, the user may come to the website via Yahoo or Google search engine. And from that too, it can be either a placement by the website providing a certain fee, or organically user search for the website in the search bar. Thirdly, user can come to the website via bookmark in a browser. And fourthly, user can come to the website via referral. That means user can come to the website from the other website by clicking a link or some kind of pictures. Second is problem is identifying a session. As we already discussed before, HTTP hyper transfer text hypertext transfer protocol is stateless. That means it does not allow the login and logout information. There is no concept of login and logout in hypertext transfer protocol. To solve this problem, there are a few ways to do that. First, the webmaster can either collate the time contiguous log entries into a same bucket from the same IP address into a same as a single session. Second way to do that is the website can place a session level cookie in the web browser of the user. Third way is to have a secured hypertext transfer protocol enable in the website, which allows login and logout behavior and also exchanging the security certificate. This enables has some kind of notion of session in the website. Thirdly, you can create a page. Some pages are dynamically generated. For this, the page can return the hidden session ID uh, when the page is refreshed. This allows to have some concept of session. And lastly, the user can the website can place a persistent cookie in the computer of the user, which cannot be deleted by browser when the user exits the web browser. These are different ways of solving this problem of session. Third is identifying the visitor. Identifying the visitor is one of the most challenging problems the webmaster or website designer faces. It is because of following reasons. The user wants to stay anonymous. If the user is asked for some information, they can provide inaccurate information. Thirdly, if it's a family, we don't know which family member is actually using the computer. And lastly, the person doesn't have to use the same computer all the time, even in the same place. So because of this reason, identifying which is a huge problem. So I just talked about clickstream data challenges, about identifying a visitor origin, identifying a session, and identifying a visitor.